One mistake I see a lot of magicians make when creating their first magic routines is losing their audience's interests due to lack of clear structure, performing the same tricks to each group, having an inconsistent theme, poor pocket management, and weak openers and closers. Hello everyone, my name is Chase, and in today's video I'm going to be helping you overcome these issues to become a more confident performer. Whether you are a beginner or just looking to refine your performances, these tips will help you keep your audience engaged and amazed. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you enjoy tutorials like this one, magic theory, or actual performances. Okay, so the first thing we need to discuss is the theme of your routines. A good theme keeps your audiences interested. I have 4 types of routines based off of who I'm performing to and where I am when I'm performing. These are visual magic tricks, digital magic tricks, magic with cards, and more chill mind-reading tricks. For visual magic, I am more of a mentalist than a magician, and I find reading minds isn't usually that visual, so I will perform tricks like moving objects with my mind, or even hypnosis that can be quite visual. Then moving on to more digital tricks. These tricks will involve phones or social media and work better for a younger audience who usually understand technology. Next one, like I said, we have got card tricks, a card trick routine. And this I find works better when you've got an older audience, so people who are familiar with playing cards and have probably seen tricks like the ones I'm performing already, only these ones are more modern and have my own take on them. The only other time I really perform card tricks is if somebody actually asks to see a card trick, which does happen. And then we've got the ones that I prefer, the more chill and mind-reading tricks. These can be quite simple tricks for more a casual setting like dinners or small gatherings, and that's kind of where I belong. You know, going out with friends, I'll go out and perform magic tricks to people. Moving on. Your opener is very important. It should be quick and interesting. You can start with a joke to make people laugh, tell a story about how you got into magic, or do a surprising trick to grab their attention right away. Most magicians will tell you that your routine needs to be less than 10 minutes long. The 10-minute rule, as some people call it. Pay attention to your audience. If they want more, keep going. If they seem bored or you have to ask if they want to see another trick, it's probably time to stop and move on. It's important to remember this isn't a reflection on you and your magic. Some people just aren't into it as much as others. Next is something that I take incredibly seriously, and I think more magicians should, and that is pocket management. The reason why I take it so seriously is because I was pulled up on it many years ago, and it's always been the front and centre of my acknowledgement when performing. It's very important, especially if you are like me and you're more of a casual style performer who never really brings a bag if you've got a gig or you're performing at a party. I will literally have all 4 of my main routines with me every day. And that's just me walking out. It's like my everyday carry, my EDC. And I'm going to tell you how I get away with it. So for my digital tricks, I'll just use my phone or a spectator's phone. That takes up just 1 pocket. Then my more chill mind reading tricks, I'll just use billets or objects in the space that I'm using around me. Or I'll just go complete gimmickless and propless mentalism. Then for my visual tricks, I'll use small, ready-to-use props that just fit in my pockets, or I'll use the things around me or the spectators themselves. And then card tricks are basically self-explanatory. It's just a pack of cards and maybe some gimmicks. The key for me to pocket management is to keep it simple, so you look natural. Not like you have loads of tricks just spilling out your pockets, just things that you just, find. So obviously a deck of cards, most magicians have a deck of cards on you. Nobody really finds it weird if you're carrying a deck of cards with you. But if you're carrying spoons with you, then that starts getting a little bit more interesting. So you might as well just use spoons that are in your area and not the ones you brought with you. The next important thing to remember when creating your magic routine is the flow of the tricks. Make sure your tricks flow smoothly from one to the next. For example, after guessing a spectator's phone PIN, use their phone for the next trick. If you're performing a card trick, use the same selected card from that previous trick in the next one. This keeps the audience interested with no pauses except for them clapping and, asking how it was done, which they always do. Lastly, we have your ending, and I may have touched on this earlier in the video, but the ending to your routine is very important. Your last trick should be amazing and it should be memorable. Something that will stick with your audience. It could be a surprise reveal or even a miracle. You could give your audience a small souvenir from the trick, like a signed card, which most magicians do, or a prediction that they can keep forever. This will make your performance more memorable and special for them, and if you manage to, write down your details at the end, you might be able to get more gigs afterwards. Creating your first magic routine is about knowing your audience, organising your theme, and making sure your tricks flow smoothly. Focus on these key points to make your performance engaging and memorable. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like it, and if you want to see some more videos like this one, as well as tutorials and performances, subscribe to the channel. I also have a membership called the Chase Membership, where I offer exclusive tricks, discounts on my projects like my new book, Dip into Deception, and behind the scenes content for the videos I bring out. This week I'll be going through my professional card routine and in explaining how and why the tricks are in that routine. You can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok for updates and performance videos. Thank you all so much for watching, and I shall see you in the next video. Goodbye.